What is going on, everybody? Another episode of 4x4 Camping and Adventures. And if you see something a little bit different, if you're like a regular to my videos, you would notice the front of the car looks a little bit different, or it looks a bit different coloured. So I have Raptor sprayed the bull bar and the actual snorkel as well. And the reason I did this, there's a couple of reasons I did this. One, my bull bar was getting scratched up. A few people hit it in the car park, that kind of thing. So it was getting scratches, scuffs, all that kind of stuff from the bush, going through tracks, all that kind of stuff. So it was looking a little bit tired. And you know, it's powder coats, you know, so eventually it's going to wear out. You can't really buff it too well, so I sort of said, nah, I'm not going to respray it with black because black looks quite nice, but it's eventually just going to get to that same distressed look where it looks sort of scuffed up and again. So I was like, no, I'm going to look something different. I'm going to go with what I did with the tub. So as you would know, I've spray painted the tub and put a lot of effort into getting that pretty much perfect and make it so it's rugged and doesn't scratch up and that kind of stuff, and it absolutely looks schmicko. So I thought, well, the same guys that make the stuff for my tub, why don't I put the same stuff on my bull bar? So I got in contact with Raptor, and we sort of come to an agreement that why don't we make a film about spray painting my bull bar and snorkel. As I said, I'm not affiliated with Raptor. We just work in collaboration, so they give me a bit of a discount on their products, and I obviously use their gear and spray it on the car. So it's a bit of a benefit for both parties, and it come up absolutely schmicker, I reckon. I'll get some videos of it, but like, you know, close-ups, that kind of thing. But I went with a bit of a coarser grade, so it's nice and thick. It's had a few hits already, and it doesn't even scratch. Like there's no marking on it. It washes off really nice and easy, and as I said, it absolutely looks fantastic in my book. To do this kind of job, it's quite a big deal. So you've got to remove fog lights, you've got to remove spotlights, you've got to remove the winch cradle, all that kind of stuff. You've got to remove everything off the bull bar and spray it. So it's sprayed inside and out, so the whole thing is ready to rock and roll with the Raptor lining. And then obviously moving forward to the snorkel, I've done the same thing. So you get 4 bottles of Raptor lining in a kit. So same as the trunk kit, so you get 4 bottles. So I bought the same kit again. So I've still got 2 bottles left over. But I essentially said, nah, I'm going to use a whole bottle on the front bull bar, and I'm going to use a whole bottle on the snorkel, which is probably a bit overkill for the snorkel, but this is thick as hell. So it's come up really nice. The pattern on it's extremely good. It's nice and uniform. There's no sort of irregularities, the Raptor lining, but the actual like scratch proofness or the resistance to scratching is next level, because I obviously spray painted this black when I first got it from Nick from Nick's Mechanical in Esperance. If you are in Esperance and you want to get some mechanical work, hit Nick up, because he just got a brand new workshop with some extra hoists and that kind of thing, so he can fit a few more people into his garage. But nothing, a bit of a shameless plug on Nick, because he does really good work, and he looked after me a lot of stuff on the car. So I've actually hit this, I'll probably see if I can get a video of it, but where the actual marking has come from the tree branch. I purposely decided to get a tree branch to grind down the side of this, and it has not made a mark. Literally, this is so coarse that it was actually started grinding the tree branch out, so it started wearing the tree branch down. It's seriously rugged stuff. Like, if you could think of a product that would put a coating on a car and not have to ever worry about scratches again, this is the stuff. Like, I've literally not had to worry about hitting stuff in my car, or not hitting stuff, but like hitting trees and branches and all that kind of stuff you do when you go down real tight tracks in the bush. I've not worried about, haven't gone when you sort of go down those tracks, because I know the bull bar is safe, the snorkel's safe, the whole car is going to be eventually sprayed in Raptor as well, so that's going to be as rugged as this stuff here. And look, it is just such rugged gear. I cannot praise this product enough. Like, without going into absolutely going crazy about how Raptor and all the rest of it, it is easy. Like, the way I look at it, it's easy to spray on. You can do it in your garage. I did this in my garage. You don't need much. I mean, I'm no spray painter, so you don't need much talent to make it actually look half decent. It's so uniform when you spray it on there, and as long as you do your prep work right, you do the right things when you're sort of setting it up and make it look half decent, you know, like with the prep work and sanding it back and getting it looking ready to rock and roll. You've got a good base to start with, bang, put it on there and you won't look back. Seriously, I've not looked back from putting this on the car. The only thing I've obviously, in the sort of 6 to 12 months, is how it's going to sort of resist sunlight and that kind of stuff. They do say it's UV protected, so it should be fine. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. But even if it does fade in the sun, I can just give it another touch up of coat. Like I can spray black paint, or I can even spray another coat of Raptor over this and get it looking good again. If it's like 2 years or 3 years down the track, it starts to fade out. That doesn't bother me. But the fact that I know for the next 2 or 3 years, I'm not going to have to worry about scratches and that kind of stuff on the Bullbar or the Snorkel. Eventually on the car as well, because the paint on this is looking a little bit wear and a little bit thin. So eventually the whole car is going to be sprayed on as well. So look, I'm absolutely stoked with this product. Like, absolutely stoked. And I said, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but man, like, it is such good gear, like really good gear. If you're going to do anything to your car, like even the tub, right? So the tub I did a couple of months ago, and I've had 4 or 5 camping trips with that. Shovels, jerry cans, like metal jerry cans that rub. I've had, I've had wood in there. I've had chairs. I've had everything that you can think of that's going to rub it off, and it still looks brand new. There is no scuffing in it. Like where the metal is rubbed on the metal, the actual jerry can got more damage than the actual Raptor. So it's just such tough stuff. I mean, like, I'm so happy with it. The fact that everyone that asked me about, what'd you do with your Bullbar, I literally praise and shout out, if you can do this to your car, do it, because you won't look back. And I still reckon it looks fantastic. It looks nice and rugged, and as I said, it handles itself when you're going forward driving. Honestly, if you're going to do something to your car for making a little bit longevity and all that kind of stuff, chuck this stuff on there, because it is absolutely awesome gear. But yeah, I might leave it there, because I could talk about this all day. Like people that like watch the channel, and they've come up to me in like the street and they said, hey, look, how you going? Can I see the car? And well, they might see me in my car and we stop and have a chat or whatever. They literally go, oh, would you spray your Bullbar with? I'm like, oh man, it's Raptor. And like, I literally talk about it for 10 minutes because I am so happy with how it turned out. Like, it is probably one of the best things I've done for like longevity, and like I used to be a car detailer, so I know how to keep things looking nice, but you can only obviously work with so much clear coat. So once you burn through that clear coat, or once you buff something, 5 or 6 times, you're buffing into the paint. It's eventually going to wear out. So paint, it's got layers. So eventually you wear those layers out, and you eventually just be, using into a primer or, undercoat or something like that. So if you can get something that's going to make everything such longevity and make everything so rugged and handle scratches and that kind of stuff on the tracks that we do, then yeah, man, I'm all for this stuff. So as I said, I'm going to go further. I'm going to spray the whole car in Raptor lining. This is going to go a different color, because this is eventually wearing out and it needs a little bit of an update. I'm going to spray this section here, so this all looks nice and new again, and the whole rest of the car is going to be sprayed in Raptor lining. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm going to leave the guards nice and black, mainly because I want to sort of have those stand out, because I love the look of these, and I'm just going to keep those looking black. But the rest of the car is going to go like a gunmetal grey. So it's going to look quite nice. It's going to look completely different as it does now. But I reckon it'll look absolutely fantastic. But I will leave it there. That has been another episode of 4x4 Camping and Adventures. I do hope you like this video. If you have any questions at all about this stuff, please hit me up. I can give the details in and out. How long it took, it was about, took me probably about 3 hours of prep to paint on the Bullbar. I would say about an hour of prep to paint on the Snorkel. Maybe an hour and a half on the Snorkel. It wasn't much at all. The most taxing part was removing all the stuff, like removing winches, spotties, all that kind of stuff, wiring everything back up. That's the most longest part. So you could probably say it takes a day, but with drying, a day and a half with drying if you do it properly. So yeah, no, it didn't take much time at all. Weekend job if you got to do it. So just think about that. But as I said, as always, please like and subscribe. Chuck me a comment, hit me on Instagram, send me a personal message. I'll pretty much reply to everybody. So yeah, if you need any information about this, let me know, and I'll try to give you as much info as possible and point you in the right direction of how to do it. So I shall leave it there. If I don't see you out in the traction trails, I might see you in the next video. If I don't see you in the next video, I shall see you later. Bye!